I want to talk to you today about the question, is God a moral monster? And a little shout out, of course, to the author of this book. Listen to most of it last week. Kind of my normal is to try to find the big idea early in the week, and then I'll find a book that deals with this topic. And in this case, I got a book that deals exactly with this topic. I didn't get quite through all of it, but I recommend you read or listen to that book in preparation for your teaching this week. And if you read through the book, particularly of Judges, but truth be told, in a good deal of the Pentateuch, you might get the idea that in fact God is a moral monster, and it's what some of our enemies have said. Richard Dawkins famously said, "The God of the Old Testament is arguably the most unpleasant character in all of what he calls fiction. Jealous and proud of it, a petty, unjust, unforgiving, control freak, a vindictive, bloodthirsty ethnic cleanser." Come back to that word in just a moment. Misogynistic, homophobic, racist, infanticidal, genocidal, filicidal, pestilential, megalomaniacal, I don't get all those words right, sadomasochistic, capriciously malevolent bully. Christopher Hitchens said it a little more succinctly. He simply said that God was guilty of indiscriminate massacre. Well, what are we to make of this? Well, here's my first observation. God did command the destruction of nations, including women, children, the elderly, and animals. Let's look at a few verses from our text. However, in the cities of the nations the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, do not leave alive anything that breathes. Deuteronomy 7:2 says, "When the Lord your God has delivered them to you, and you have defeated them, then you must destroy them totally. Make no treaty with them, and show them no mercy." Deuteronomy 20:17, "Completely destroy them: the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, and the mosquito bites," I like to say, "as the Lord your God has commanded you." God commanded it, and they did it. Joshua 6:21 said they devoted, kind of a technical word, means to put it under the ban or to completely destroy. They devoted the city to the Lord and destroyed with the sword every living thing in it, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, and donkeys. And perhaps the greatest illustration of this in the past is Noah's flood. And we tend to think of Noah's flood in a kind of cartoony kind of way, in a pitter-patter of the wind. But here's a better picture, I think, of the Noah's flood. And if you read carefully in the text, you find it was a very destructive event. And you look at floods today. Here's a picture from Katrina, New Orleans, and you see the incredible destruction of the flood. And if you imagine if it just kept raining and raining and raining and raining, and it rained not only in Louisiana, it rained in Texas, and it rained in Tennessee, and it rained in the United States, and it rained in China, and the plates of the earth below the ocean shook, and water came out, and so on, and the whole earth was destroyed in a flood. We also read that this will happen again. 2 Peter 3:10 says, "But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare." And this picture of God stands in contrast to what you sometimes read. I think this is a great book, by the way, Gentle and Lowly by Dane Ortlund. And he talks about this verse, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble." The NIV says it. The ESV says gentle and lowly, and it's the title of his book there. Anyway, the NIV, "For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." And commenting on this, Dane Ortlund says, "Gentle and lowly. This, according to his own testimony, is Christ's very heart. That is who he is. Tender, open, welcoming, accommodating, understanding, willing. And it is true, but it is also true of him." Matthew 23:27. "Woe to you, teachers of the law, you Pharisees, you hypocrites. You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of bones of the dead and everything unclean." And in John 2:15, we read that he made a whip of cords, and he drove out from the temple courts both sheep and cattle. He scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned the tables. And you see this two-fisted character character of Jesus and this two-fisted character of God, that he is on one hand loving and altogether lovely and kind and gentle and gracious, and also he is a God